Hey guys, so welcome to my new DIY tutorial, and it's basically a head wrap or a pin-up scarf looking thing, whatever you want to call it. So the first thing you're going to need is measuring tape, chiffon or fabric scissors, sewing pins, and any lace or trim that you want to accent on top of your scarf to add more interest. So of course you're going to use either a sewing needle or a sewing machine, and this is the list of everything you need just in case if you want to look at it again, and feel free to pause in between the tutorial if you need to catch up and whatnot. So this is how my already scarf was made. The first thing that I'm doing now is using a string or measuring tape to kind of like know the width of my head around, just to know how much I need, and then I'm going to add extra so that I can tie a bow on my actual head measurement. So adding 3 to 5 inches would be good for the measurement, maybe. So as you can tell, there's the bow. So after you do that, you can either make a pattern so that you can continually do this for other scarves, and I'm going to measure out and customize the shape of my scarf. Obviously it might look awkward, it might look like a body part, but trust me, it is a headscarf, so don't think anything nasty, of course. So if you do decide to add a pattern, it's always good to do just like half of one side of a pattern instead of like the whole length of your head, so that you kind of save paper. It's also easier because then it'll be more asymmetrical or even. So yeah, the center part is right there where I just marked it, and if you don't have enough fabric, you can always add more, or actually add more paper, I mean, to the pattern, not fabric. And then once you're ready, you can pin it onto the fabric just to keep it stable, and then you'll be ready to cut the fabric. If you don't want to use a pattern, or you already have a headscarf that you can easily pin onto fabric, just grab it and actually just pin that onto the fabric. You can even do that as well if you don't want to make a pattern. So yeah, that's a great option if you're pretty lazy like me right now, which I already did make a pattern and I'm just using it and cutting around it. So now you are ready to sew, so you could now use, you know, a needle or a sewing machine, whatever you like. It doesn't matter, no one's gonna judge you. If you're gonna hand sew or use a sewing machine, the same thing applies. You know, try to sew all the way around the pattern or the fabric, but leave one end unsewn so that you can tuck it, or put the right side outside so that all the things that you just sewed are inside of the design. So sometimes you use a scissor to tuck out the fabric at the end or the pointy part of the bow, or a pen, just whatever will work out. Now that it's inside out, now you can actually pin your design or your trim, lace, whatever you want onto your scarf, and then you can start sewing. And always pin it, and also you can try sewing it down the middle, whatever it takes to keep the design or the trim onto the scarf. So yeah, that is my tutorial. I hope you guys like it. This is the finished product. You can put in any color, any combination you want, and this is how I would wear it. So I hope you guys like this DIY head wrap tutorial. Please check out my other videos. I'll put links down below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!